Joan, I'm breaking up with you. I want to rely on natural remedies.
Yeah, I hear you. I can't force you to take your Wellbutrin, but bipolar disorder is like a wave. You can be up high one week and crash the next.
I know how it works.
Okay, well, you know what? Let's try a lower dosage.
Okay, don't push me, all right? Drug dealer's a doctor. You're a fraud.
I want to help you, Lila.
Really? You want to help me? Because your office is just a revolving door for students buying study drugs.
You don't know what you're saying. You might be experiencing a spurt of paranoia.
I feel clearer than ever.
Okay, well, if that's the way you feel, then I won't overstep my boundaries, and I'm here anytime you want to come back. Now, I have to see other patients.
See, look, that's just it. It's 5 seconds. They come in, how are you doing? Horrible. Great, okay, here's the prescription, and then on to the next.
Psychiatrists generally just prescribe medicine. I'm more than happy to put you in touch with a talk therapist if you'd like.
Okay, but don't you think it's a little fucked up to hand out drugs like candy without knowing what's going on in my life?
Well, that's why the first session is always for discovery.
Okay, but our first session was 6 years ago, so that stuff might be out of date.
Is it?
No, but...
If this is you still being upset about having too high a dosage of Vyvanse...
Too high a dosage. Okay, why can't you get this through your thick skull, okay? I shouldn't have been on that shit in the first place. I told you I wasn't eating or sleeping for 3 days at a time, and I was addicted to weed to counteract it because of the Vyvanse. And what did you say? Well, if it works, that should fucking be malpractice. You profited off my mania.
Oh, honey. Listen. When I said, well, if it works, I didn't mean it like that. I meant
I want to crawl out of my fucking skull.
Lila, are you still taking your meds?
No, Joan, I'm not taking my meds because I don't feel like myself when I'm medicated, all right? As a matter of fact, you can take this all back, okay? You know what? It's capitalist trap, so
Honey, when did you start cutting again?
Joan, it's just not your fucking problem, so you know
Wait, please.
If you understand something only one way, then you don't really understand it at all.
Hey, we're running a few minutes late. Are you okay to wait?
I'm in a bit of a time crunch.
Okay.
Is there 5 minutes? Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Joan, do you believe in reincarnation?
Maybe. Do you?
Maybe. I read a book about it by Dr. Brian Weiss. Heard of him?
I'm familiar. Did you like it?
Yeah, it was actually perspective shifting. You know, it made me want to go see a regression therapist. Told me about my past lives because I wanted to see my mom.
How did it go? Did you see her?
No, but I went to this guy's home office where he guides you through this visual meditation. You're in this old Hollywood movie theater and you see your past lives on screen.
Did you see anything interesting?
Yeah, for the first one, I was a child in ancient Egypt, and I was 7 years old, and I lived in the slave quarters in a mud hut, and I had a canvas dress and shoes tied up with hemp, and it was Shabbat, and I went to go get bread from the local baker, but the local baker was my current father, I recognized him. And we were friends, we were buddies, the 7-year-old kid and the local baker.
Why does that make you laugh?
We got along better as slaves.
That must have been hard to see.
It is what it is. Anyway, the regression therapist told me to fast forward to a life where I had a unique talent, and I was a painter. Duh.
Do you paint?
You should know this about me, Joan.
Well, I know the important stuff. But tell me more about that lifetime.
Well, we were royal in the Renaissance, and you were my mother. I had to clandestinely sell my paintings under a male moniker until you married me off. And then I died, giving birth to my first son. And I felt like a prisoner my whole life.
Do you resent me for that?
No. Because I genuinely believe that you thought that what you were doing was best.
And how do you feel now?
That history repeats itself, and you don't know what's best for me.
You might be right. Lila, how's your father?
Same old.
You know, there's a term called an ambiguous loss.
Yeah, Joan, I learned that term in Psych 101 too. But this is different because sometimes my dad actually is present. It's just that he's a dick.
It is exactly an ambiguous loss. The father who loved you and took care of you when you were a little girl passed away 6 years ago. That's how you landed in my office, right?
Right. Fuck.
This isn't the man who took you to soccer practice and made you waffles every Sunday. Do you miss your father, Lila?
Yes.
And you love him?
I mean, of course.
But if you can love him, why can't you love yourself? I need you to treat yourself with love and compassion as if your life depends on it.
Joan, I miss my mom.
I know, honey, but our time is actually up.
Oh, okay. All right. Ended on my dead mom. You know what, Joan? You are classy. See you next lifetime.
Lila, you can rip up your Wellbutrin prescription the second you leave my office, but please take it. It's okay to have help to get through the day.
Oh my God. Wish me luck. Oh, hey, Joan. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you doing?
I am fantastic. My Vyvanse has been even more fantastic. My grades have just skyrocketed. My eating is under control. It's great.
I'm really glad to hear that,
Yeah.
and we want you to stay on it since it works for you. So I'll prescribe 50 milligrams. Take care.
Yeah, you too. Have a good one.
See you next time.
See ya.
Got him. Less than 30 seconds? Really? You are a drug dealer. I want you to know that.